One last point about the denial of entry at many of our parks nowadays as I drive down the mountain that I went way out of my way to get to. Another aspect of what they're doing, aside from simply saying they're trying to limit our access to that, I know that almost sounds tinfoil hattish to some people. Let me expand a little bit. What they're doing with this new registration system, this new advance pass, what have you, is extreme quantification. Okay, George Ritzer, a sociologist who I read in a book in college, called it the McDonaldization of society. You can call it what you want to. It basically did start with companies like McDonald's, quite obviously has manifested itself today in companies like Walmart and Amazon and what have you. But it's extreme quantification, and what it's Nazism is what it basically is. You can choose to look at this another way, or you can choose to have an open mind and think about what I'm telling you. But today, okay, there were 8 cars at the little parking lot. It's still kind of early spring, but it's midweek, so there's no line. There are no gaggles of people at all. The ranger could have very well just let me, hey, you didn't know about it. Nobody's here. Nobody's watching me. Hardly anybody's coming through today. You and I are the only ones here at this little intersection on the hilltop. Yeah, come on through, buddy. Just, next time, get the registration before you come. He had a choice and he decided not to do that. I'm not going to say too much more about that, but this is extreme management. This is extreme control. If it doesn't seem extreme to you, then I'm sorry, but telling people that they can't hike up a mountain when it's off-peak season, when there are a couple cars in the parking lot, is absolutely ridiculous. So if we were to do things in the new Nazified Google smart system, right, because that's what this intertwines with, is the Internet of Things, the smart system, the Wi-Fi, the 5G, whatever you want to call it, that's about to all be tied up, or is being all tied up as we speak. This just plays into that. This just plays into their predictive programming. They are absolutely running analytics here as well. Okay, so they're not just, it's not just a ranger counting heads at the gate. He's giving that data he's feeding that data to his manager, who's feeding it to a supercomputer. Okay, and they are trying to do with the parks what they're trying to do, in the offices of Amazon, which is to, build up analytics, develop predictive programming. I can't understand why, when you're talking about people coming to a park, we're not talking about crime, right? We're not talking about foreign policy. We're talking about people coming to a park, but this all plays into it. I'm not going to rant and rave about it anymore, but if you think about the few points that I made, maybe they'll click for you, and maybe they won't. Maybe they will in 5 years, and again, maybe they won't. With most of you, I wouldn't put my money on it, but there's always hope.